Monday, Monday, na na, na na, so good to me. Na na, na, Monday morning, do, be here with me. Oh, Monday morning, couldn't help but see. But Monday evening you would still be here with me. Every other day, every other day, every other day, every other day of the week is fine. Yeah. For when the Monday comes, for when the Monday comes, it's fine all of the time. Monday, Monday. Da 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 da. Shh, keep it down. Yep. Don't want to wake up unhoused people. They get grumpy if you wake them up. You know, I mean, it's 5 in the morning. It's literally 5:11 a.m. I think the world is waking up. You know? You know? 5:11. There you go. Avoid eye contact. Pretend that like you're on a call with somebody. They try to get my attention to try to solicit some funds from me or something. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight over ramparts we watched, oh, the gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Woo! That's right, let's get it on. Patriotism, nationalism, it's fine. Unless you're a lefty, then you... It's fun, it's like... What are trap questions? Questions that are traps. What is nationalism? And what is January 6th? I'm sick of January 6th. January 6th is a fucking trap by either side to get you to confess something or to admit something. And it's like, you know what? No, I'm not falling for that. I'd be like, well, people in normies really don't care about that as much as you guys do. It's a rallying point. It seems to be a rallying point for either side in some kind of way. You know what I mean? But what does that have to do with gratitude on a Monday morning? This is the Gratitude List Show. Thank you so very much. It's Monday morning. Did you have a good weekend? I hope you did. You got pigeons in the station first thing in the morning. Look at those. Pigeons. City birds, yo, city birds. They live here. Oh, boy. I woke up, as per normal. Go. 3:37 a.m. Already got 8 things to be grateful for in my heart and in my head and in my soul. I start off my gratitude list with what I refer to as the Foundation 8. I am grateful and blessed for my family, my friends, my faith, my freedom, my health, my union job, a good night's sleep, and a solid breakfast. From there, I build on that and I elaborate. I'm so grateful and blessed for the weekend. I'm a chef, professional chef. Been working in my industry for over 30 years. It takes a toll on a body and a heart and a soul and a liver and a mind and a brain and your legs and your feet and your hands. And it's good to take care of your body as best as you can. You know, Jimmy Buffett has this great song called Fruitcakes. And the great line in there is like, I treat my body like a temple, you treat yours like it's a tent. Fruitcakes, whatever happened to Junior Mints? Oh, God bless Jimmy Buffett. I'm grateful for Jimmy Buffett and all the fun times he brought. Those parrot heads are like, they just like to have fun, you know? You know, I'm of an age now, just give me one pina colada and just one gummy. I'll be fine for hours. That's it. You know what I mean? I don't need all that booze in my life no more. I'd like it. But I am blessed and grateful that I'm like, I've earned this wisdom. You know, that drinking too much is terrible for you. It's trouble for your body. I mean, I made a big point of sobering up over the break I was given, the furlough during lockdown 2020. I made a conscious choice. Like, am I going to sit around and drink all day, or am I going to get that part of my life back? You know, I would drink every night, like a 6-pack of beer. Because it was, you know, how I geared down to get to sleep. It's how I got sleepy. It's not very healthy. It's not a sustainable lifestyle. Well, like, it is sustainable, I guess. You can do it as long as you want. You can drink yourself to death. I wanted to you know, free myself of that burden. You know, to be unburdened what we've been burdened with and turn the page. Joy. You know. Oh, wow. Here we go. Woo! I like to be satirical, and
this is Davis.
That tiny.
The destination of this train is Ashmont.
Look at that. What's this? What's there, a cache of weapons in there in case, you know, the Morlocks come? Like, couldn't there be bench space for riders? What's up with all that?
Next stop, Porter. Doors will open on the left.
I slept well last night. Pretty much. It's getting closer and closer to having to move. I'll tell you that. So that's kind of like, it's anxiety provoking, but also you have to get your mind around it to be like, you know, this is part of the process. This is part of, like, life. I've been living where I've been living for 8 years. It's literally the longest I've lived in one place since childhood. Where I lived in the projects with my mom. You know, until I was about 22 or 23. But it's just part of it. You know, it's not too stressful. It's like all I can think about is like, how am I gonna move? Am I gonna get a moving company and like they're gonna steal all my stuff? Or like, you know, just rent a van from U-Haul. But you don't drive very much. I got a license. I don't drive very much at all.
This is
But,
Porter.
you know, it literally takes me 15 minutes to remember how much I love to drive. And it's just, you know, again, it's just part of it. Part of the process. Part of, you know, traffic is like terrible, so it's just like I'm planning on like how many trips am I gonna need?
Next stop.
Can I do this
Harvard.
myself?
Doors will open on the right.
Like I'm already figuring out things not to bring. Like I'm gonna buy a new bed. I don't need this dresser because I have, I've inherited my mom's dresser drawers, which I grew up with. And, stuff like that. I mean, so it's a little anxiety provoking, but, I got pills for that. I do. I can manage my anxiety pharmaceutically and spiritually too. I mean, I use breathing exercises. I use mantra. I use the holy word Om. I have a YouTube channel for that I have a loop, like a 10-hour loop of Om. And it's good to chill out to. It's like sometimes the world just crowds me. I make a big deal of saying like, hey, gratitude can help. But you know what? You're still you, and you're still going to suffer from the things that you suffer from. Like overthinking. I mean, like I have a way out of overthinking, but overthinking still happens all the time. Especially when I wake up in the middle of the night and I have to pee. And it's like your brain knows, hey, he's awake a little bit. Let's think, yay! It's like everyone get in here quick. And your mind clouds up and crowds up immediately with all of these thoughts, scenarios, lists of things to do at work, just all this stuff, and it's like, we've got
This is Harvard.
two
The
face
destination
typers
of this train
at
is
Harvard.
Ashmont.
Harris is totally going to win this election. Well, she just give it to her now, because if she doesn't, if Trump wins, it's just, the Democrats are just going to make lists of people, and they're going to like serve vengeance on not just the Trump voters, but the adjacent people who tacitly support the Trump voters by allowing them to exist and not shunning them. This is how these people think. I mean, it's quite Chinese, communist, Soviet stuff. You see what I'm getting at? Huh? But I remain blessed and grateful, especially when we go through Harvard Square Station. There's a lot of unhoused people that kind of camp out
Next
here.
stop, Central. Doors will open on the right.
And winter is coming. It's getting colder. It's not just winter is coming. It's not just a Game of Thrones reference. It's a fact of life in New England. That means winter coat, winter boots, thermal underwear, having a shovel, having rock salt for icy things, being very careful. Where you step, because people get older and slips and falls are terrible. And then there's also people with cars. Your car ices over. I broke my key off in the lock because it froze. There's ice that's black. We call it black ice. And if you say that too quickly, it turns into a racial joke. And there's just hazards. But winter is a part of life. But to be part of an unhoused person's life, it's just like it's lethal. And I have a lot of compassion for them. I don't want to give them money. That will make you a mark. Like that guy, like the red hat up there in the head house. He was trying to get my attention. And that person was just way too young. You know what I mean? To in a way that's like, and just like that person looks like trouble. If you can't tell what trouble looks like, sometimes trouble is good at hiding it. And that's how you get convinced. That's what they call it, con job. Confidence. All right. And then there's the other kind where someone just looks thuggish. And that's so inappropriate to say, because thug is the etymology of coming from the Occident and the Orient and the Middle East, and just, you're punching down on marginalized people. Fuck you, they're gonna kill us all because we don't have their religion. Or, it's something like that. It's not Apolitical Friday. Apolitically Incorrect Friday is for that, where we will talk about how Christ is Lord and Christ is King, and how I always joke with my Latino and Latina co-workers saying, like, hey, you guys better watch out. The Democrats hate Jesus. Well, Kamala Harris fucking proves me right. They got Trump at McDonald's.
Approaching.
They got Kamala Harris saying, like, oh, you guys want the other rally, which is down the street. It's smaller. I mean, like, yes, there is some push-pull to the whole abortion thing. There always will be. But not to say, like, yep, and, it could have been a more positive result. I know.
This is
wow.
Central. The destination of this train is Ashmont.
Anti-Christians. I mean, seriously, they're not allowed to. Oh man, I know, huh? I'm not even a Christian.
Next stop,
I'm an ordained minister
MIT.
of independent
Doors will
faith.
open on the right.
I'm more of a Hindu, but I still have respect for Christians. I don't have to follow their beliefs in order to respect them. I was raised Christian. I have a Christian family. We're Irish Catholics. I don't have to disrespect Jesus. That disrespects them. I mean, seriously. I mean, what a mess. And this is the best of who you got, Democrats? Seriously? She represents you. Those are your feelings because you've chosen this person. You would not have the courage to be anti-Jewish or anti-Muslim. You don't. It's the best you could choose. It's not. It's not a politically incorrect Friday. I know we have a special bonus edition. What's in the bag? What's in the bag? None of your business. Oh, I made peanut butter for my stepdad. I make homemade peanut butter. I make this out of something called beer nuts, which is it's a snack that you can get at most local liquor stores where you buy beer. It's a brand. It's called Beer Nuts. They're like really salty and a little savory. And I made a peanut butter. Yeah, I grew up eating them. My mom would always get like 3 packs of them because I would devour one by myself as a kid. And so I grew up with the flavor of beer nuts. My mom would grab a beer, a GIQ, 40 ounce. They called them a GIQ because the army people would get the 40 ounces. And so it stood for GI quart. And a quart is literally 32 ounces. I know. But still, it was just like local speak. All right.
This is Kendall, MIT.
This is Kendall,
The
MIT.
destination of this train is
Ashmont. And I'm going to have to rely on the Braintree train pretty soon. It'll take about a half an hour to get from Quincy Center or Quincy Adams to here, my usual stop. And that's if the shit's working right. Let's look real quick. So it's 5:29 a.m. And the next inbound train would be the Alewife train arriving here in 6 minutes. and another train after that is 16 minutes. So my train would probably arrive here by 5:46 a.m. Takes 5 minutes to walk down the street to work. And I'll just be making it in time. I've got 5 minutes to punch in. Like basically, I can punch, yes, I still punch in. That's how they keep track of us poor people. And I'm a blue collar guy, man. Uh-huh. And yeah, so begins the work week. I hope you enjoyed your weekend. I hope you had time to enjoy your weekend. I was on Wes's Thinking Critical on this past Saturday. It was a fun time. I did my own show yesterday, 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern on Sundays. And got my chores done and relaxed. And that was nice. I'll take it. I slept a lot. I didn't nap, but I slept in like I invented it. Seriously. It just recharges your body. You need it. The rest, the recuperation. Let your mind rest. Let your body and muscles rest. Seriously. I take 1 day to rest. Well, I took more like a day and a half or so. Because I was pretty lazy on Sunday. And then did my chores at the end of the day. But it's all good. I mean, if I don't do it, no one's going to do it, Well, my chores and putting the laundry away, shit like that. I don't know. I lead a simple life. And I'm blessed and grateful for that, too. I know that the Lord has not given me any more than I can handle. And I'm blessed and grateful for that realization too. This is about blessings and gratitude. The Gratitude Show, first thing in the morning. I am grateful and blessed for my family, my friends, my faith, my freedom, my health, my union job, a good night's sleep, and a solid breakfast. I'm grateful for good dogs, like that cute little dog right there. Look at that cute little doggy. How much for that doggy in the window? Woof, woof. The one with the waggedy tail. My auntie would sing this to me. I miss you, Auntie Jojo, and my mom. I love you, Mom. My grandparents, all 4 of them. Everyone's in heaven now, And one day I'll meet you on the other side. Be waiting for me on the other side, please. Alrighty. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. And we'll see you tomorrow with more gratitude. All right. Bye-bye.